Shalom. Know this for a fact. The 400 years of captivity is over officially. What does that mean? That means, Jacob, it's time to wake up. It's time to wake up to who you are, as well as whose you are. It's time to read the holy manuscript left to us by our ancestors for yourself, not from a religious lens. For it is written, you need not that any man should teach you, for the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit, will lead you in all truth. So if what I'm telling you right now is not the truth, your spirit will tell you. Right now I'm speaking to Jacob. Who is Jacob? Jacob are those who are the descendants of those who went through the North American slave trade. That's who Jacob is. Not the bywords that you've been given. You're not black. Black is a color, not a people. You're not a nigger or a nigga. It's a word, a byword given by people. You are Jacob. You are descended from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, or Yaakov, for that is a name given by the Most High. You are Zion. You are of the 12 tribes of Israel. You are descended from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And you do not have to take my word or anyone's word for it. Read it for yourself. Read it for yourself. Read that Old Testament. Read those books of prophets who are talking about the days that we're in right now. Read it for yourself, because there's too much at stake, and it's time to wake up. To wake up to who you actually are. Religion wants to teach you that it doesn't matter. But nothing that is written in our Father's word can be said doesn't matter. Every jot and tittle matters. If it did not matter, it would not be in the script. So for those who don't believe the book, okay, this may have reached you too late. Prayerfully it's not. Now make no mistake, Yeshua HaMashiach, he whom the world calls Jesus Christ, is our kinsman redeemer. He is our Elohim. He is our king. Make no mistake about that, because it's in the book. But so are you. The book is about you. From Genesis through Revelations, even the books that they had the nerve to take out are about you. And everyone else is a co-star in the story. But it's your story. It's your bloodline. From Adam down through to you. There is a bloodline that is a covenant bloodline. He did not cut covenant with everyone. He cut covenant with the 12 tribes. He cut covenant with Abraham. And yes, we're under the new covenant. He opened it up to Gentiles. But you're not a Gentile. So his covenant with you stands. Because one of the handful of possibilities in existence is that Yah should lie. If he said it, that settles it. Doesn't matter. If he said that the Sabbath is the seventh day, what is known as Saturday, and then someone else tells you, no, your day of worship is Sunday, and give you no scriptural or biblical reference, and you believe them over the Most High, I need you to back up and reread the book. But reread it and make it personal, because it's your story. For no other people were put into bondage again, this time by ships. He made it so that no one will have the excuse and say, I didn't know you were talking about me, because it happened to no other people on the face of the earth. So no one is with excuse to say, I didn't know it was me. He put it right there. Deuteronomy chapter 28. Go to verse 68 and read it for yourself. Learn who you are. Because once you learn who you are, the book takes on a new meaning. All of those people that said, you don't have to keep the 10 Commandments. So let me get this right. Yah writes laws with his own hand. And he says these laws are for all time. Then some dude comes and tells you you don't have to keep those. And you listen to him? Stop it. Religion has taught us so much because we were raised in this Babylonian nightmare. But when you recognize who you are, then you'll not only recognize whose you are, but you'll recognize where you are. He said he was sending you to the land of your enemies. Our forefathers' biggest errors were trying to assimilate into the Babylonian ways. And we're still doing it. But we didn't know. But now we are without excuse. The awakening has already begun. If you're listening to this, then either you're part of it or you're potentially part of it. Tell at least one person. Share it. Not the video, the knowledge. Don't take my word for it. Pick up that book and you'll understand why you're hated no matter where you are on earth. You'll understand why you always seem to be, as a people, on the bottom. You'll understand that it's because of who you are that the enemy hates you most. Because your bloodline is the bloodline that Abba Yah chose to be his own. His choice. You didn't earn it. It's not because you're better than anyone else, stronger than anyone else, smarter than anyone else. It was Yah's choice. But it will begin to make sense to you why people hate you without even knowing you, just by how you look. Because what they're used to, they know who you are. They fear you. And those that don't know, they're waking up to the truth too. See, because Jacob had a brother Esau. They're twins. They're two nations. None will be with excuse and say, I did not know. Because the same information is available to all of us. So again, don't take my word for it. Go read Deuteronomy. Read Revelations when it says, who are those that stood on that sea of glass? They that kept the commandments and the testimony of Yeshua HaMashiach. He didn't say or. He said and. You've been bamboozled. You've been fooled. And they have spent trillions of dollars to try to keep you asleep. But the 400 years is over. It's time to wake up.